was willing to take the risk of making this my rescue orchid. I decided to repot this one. And the other one I am actually going to take completely apart. Quite a charming fella. Okay, so if you remembered, a while ago, I would say about like 2 months, we actually did a repot and a propagation on this Maxillaria Tenuifolia. And indeed, we've noticed quite a change in this Maxillaria from the time I did purchase it, because as you guys know, this was a rescue orchid. And when I first got it, oh my gosh, the pseudobulbs looked so hideous. I really actually did not know if it was going to survive or not. The only reason why I did take that chance, of course, was I got it for 50% off. And I did get it at one of the Home Depots or Lowe's that actually, you know, give that money back refund. It was a guarantee if your plant died. So either way, I would not lose out. So I did take a chance on it. Okay, so this is actually composed of 2 plants, where I took one plant, which was really in bad condition, but I kept it together with the root system intact, and I did not do any type of cutting, and I put that right in the center. Now, where I did the propagation is I took the other plant and I physically took each pseudobulb stem and I clipped it and I put them to the side. So let's take a close look at exactly what's been happening here. Okay, so the pseudobulbs that I did place to the side, I did notice a considerable amount of wrinkling and shriveling up of the bulbs. They all show signs of a little wear and tear, where they did show some struggle here. Some of them actually even thinned out, as you can see here. And they're just really, what do you say, flimsy. You can mash it, and it's really not that firm or hard at all as the other healthier pseudobulbs like these. I kind of did more of a drastic thing with the ones on the outer edges. So definitely they are having a little bit more difficulty of bouncing back because of course their propagation was a little bit more extreme rather than just repotting. So yeah, it's taken a little bit longer for the ones at the side. Even with the bulbs that are shriveling up, if you could see right here, there is new growth. So indeed, it is still growing. And that's all that really matters at this point, folks. Because just as long as they're growing, and just as long as I'm seeing new growth, then I know definitely they are well on their way to prospering into very healthy plants. It's just a matter of time, folks. So now let's take a closer look at the one in the center, where I just merely repotted it. As you can see, all of these pseudobulbs are very, very healthy, plump, hard, and vivacious. And let's take a look at all of the new growth that is popping up everywhere. All of this lovely, wonderful new growth. As you can see, the one that we repotted really didn't skip a beat at all. All of the new growth is just coming through. And what's even more surprising than that, folks, is I did find out that the Maxillaria Tenuifolia is a bit sneaky. Because even in the leaf area, if you fold it back, you will see new growth as well.
Sneaky little boogers, you.
So indeed, folks, this is my Maxillaria Tenuifolia update, and as you can see, it is doing rather well. Nothing to worry about, folks, and it is a matter of time before it starts blooming. And as soon as it starts blooming, I will also do an update on that as well. Hey there everyone, I just wanted to give you a report and an update on major progression with my Maxillaria Tenuifolia. Here we are viewing some very distinctive buds that are beginning to form on my Maxillaria Tenuifolia. Now you may wonder, how in the world do I know that this is a bud and not a new growth? Well, the buds appear in a more broader shape and they are very, very compact to the stem, opposed to an actual new growth, which is going to be longer and it protrudes outwards into a very sharp, slender point. So that is definitely the difference. Here is a bud formation, and this is going to be an actual pseudobulb formation. There are just growth throughout my Maxillaria Tenuifolia, from the new growth of course, the future pseudobulbs, and of course new growths of very distinctive forming buds, soon to be blossoms. And these right here are very, very mature now. I would say they will bloom either tomorrow or the next day, but very, very soon. And as you can see, what has happened here in the bud formation is that it actually kind of comes outwards and then it droops down. Now these buds are very dark red and very, very fragrant, so I cannot wait. So very soon, folks, very, very soon, we will be smelling some coconut fragrant blossoms. And here we are, folks, an update on my Maxillaria Tenuifolia and its much awaited, much anticipated blooms. As you can see, it is beginning to open, and although it has not fully opened yet, here in a little bit, folks, we will see the intensity of this bloom. And here we are, folks, the Maxillaria Tenuifolia, also known as the coconut orchid, in all of her glory. Indeed, she has come into blossom. And as we take a closer look at her blossom, how beautiful is the color. A very, very deep red, almost a maroon color. And as you can see on her lip right here is a very, very creamy color, and of course spotted with that deep, deep red. A very nice contrast to the dark red and also the light creamy color. Now if we pull this lip a little bit down and you can see into the throat, you are noticing also some spotting there as well. But this spotting has definitely a tinge of that red also. Very beautiful. Now if we take the other two petals at the side, you will see kind of a blended spotting with the yellow. Definitely looks like paint that is now running into the yellow, so indeed blended right there, but very beautiful still and gives off a nice pattern. Now let's talk a little bit about the fragrance of this Maxillaria Tenuifolia, because it's definitely not what I expected. Now of course I knew it would smell like coconut, but you know what? This is also called the Pina Colada orchid. And that's kind of on the lines of what I was thinking with the fragrance of this. I definitely thought it was going to be quite a sweet smelling tropical fragrance. And it isn't. I mean, it definitely smells like coconut now, but it kind of smells like a toasty baked coconut. So definitely not sweet, but indeed very, very yummy still. And in the little time that I have had her, she has proven herself as a fighter, a very, very hardy orchid, as you can see here. She has fully bounced back, growing through every phase, and I am proud to announce that now I can definitely give her a seal of approval in the fact that she is ready to live a happy, blooming life. So indeed, folks, she gets a clean bill of health. And with that being said, folks, her road to recovery has come to an end. And this video documentary is now at its completion. And I thank you guys all so much for joining me on this Maxillaria Tenuifolia adventure.